Welcome to English via AI. Imagine a young man standing before a simple circuit board. The machine has no screen, keyboard, or polished case. It is only electronic parts joined together. Yet, the young man sees something much greater. He imagines computers inside ordinary homes and schools. His ideas will change technology, music, films, and communication. His demanding style will also create conflict and criticism. He will build a famous company and then lose it. Years later, he will return and rescue it. This is the story of Steve Jobs. It is a journey of imagination, failure, and reinvention. Stephen Paul Jobs was born on February 24, 1955. He was born in San Francisco, California. His biological parents were young university students. They decided to place their baby for adoption. Paul and Clara Jobs adopted the newborn child. They raised him with care and steady support. Paul worked as a mechanic and later sold cars. Clara worked as an accountant for a local company. Steve grew up knowing that he was adopted. He said his parents had chosen him deliberately. The family later adopted a daughter named Patty. Steve, therefore, grew up with a younger sister. The family moved to Mountain View, California. This area later became known as Silicon Valley. Paul taught Steve how to use tools carefully. They repaired cars inside the family garage together. Paul believed hidden parts also deserved careful work. Steve remembered that lesson for his whole life. Steve became bored during his early school years. He challenged teachers and disliked routine lessons. A teacher named Imogene Hill recognized his ability. She encouraged him with harder and more interesting work. Steve then became more interested in mathematics and electronics. He also visited nearby technology companies and clubs. He attended Homestead High School in Cupertino. There, he met students who shared his technical interests. Steve joined an electronics class at the school. The class introduced him to practical engineering projects. He was confident when speaking with experienced adults. He asked companies directly for electronic parts. He reportedly telephoned William Hewlett of Hewlett-Packard. The conversation also helped him receive a summer job. Steve was not the strongest engineer around him. His greater talent was understanding useful ideas. He could imagine complete products, not only components. That skill later shaped his entire career. Steve Jobs met Stephen Wozniak through a mutual friend. Wozniak was older and technically brilliant. Most people simply called the older student Woz. He loved electronics, humor, and clever engineering. The two young men had very different personalities. Wozniak was gentle, shy, and highly technical. Jobs was intense, persuasive, and focused on complete products. Their differences made them a powerful team. Their first project involved a device called a blue box. It produced sounds used by old telephone systems. The device allowed illegal free long-distance calls. Using it carried serious legal risks. Wozniak designed the electronic system carefully. Jobs realized they could sell the devices. They sold blue boxes to university students. The experience taught them about design and selling. Jobs later said the blue boxes helped begin Apple. Two young people had built and sold technology. Steve entered Reed College in Portland, Oregon. He left officially after only 1 semester. He did not want his parents spending everything on tuition. He still attended selected classes without paying. He slept on friends' floors and lived simply. He also returned bottles to earn small money. One class taught calligraphy and beautiful lettering. That lesson later influenced Apple's digital typography. Steve returned to California and joined Atari in 1974. Atari created popular electronic video games. His intelligence impressed some co-workers. His behavior also created serious workplace tension. Steve later traveled to India, seeking spiritual meaning. He studied simplicity, meditation, and intuition. He returned with stronger beliefs about focus and clarity. These ideas shaped his future design decisions. Simplicity became one of his central professional values. It guided his products for many years. Wozniak designed an affordable personal computer. Jobs immediately recognized its commercial potential. They founded Apple Computer on April 1, 1976. Their friend Ronald Wayne briefly joined them. Jobs sold his Volkswagen van for money. Wozniak sold a valuable scientific calculator. A shop owner named Paul Terrell placed an important order. He wanted fully assembled Apple I boards. Jobs obtained parts through promises of later payment. The team then completed the order quickly. The Apple I produced their first serious income. Their next computer created much larger success. The Apple II offered color graphics and a plastic case. It felt friendly and complete for ordinary users. Investor Mike Markula joined and provided funding. He also created a professional business plan. Apple grew rapidly during the late 1970s. A small partnership became a major technology company. In 1979, Jobs visited Xerox's research center. He saw windows, icons, and a computer mouse. He believed those ideas could reach ordinary people. Apple began developing graphical computers seriously. Jobs joined a smaller project called Macintosh. He pushed the team with extraordinary intensity. Apple introduced the Macintosh on January 24, 1984. A famous television advertisement supported the launch. The computer displayed graphics and spoke to the audience. The presentation showed Jobs' remarkable stage ability. However, early Macintosh sales disappointed the company. The machine was expensive with limited memory. Jobs argued with Chief Executive John Sculley. Their disagreements damaged trust inside Apple. The board eventually supported Sculley instead of Jobs. Jobs lost control of his own division. He resigned from Apple in September 1985. The company he created no longer wanted him. Jobs created a new company called Next. It built advanced computers for education and research. Next, computers were beautiful but very expensive. The company struggled to sell enough machines. Its software, however, was highly respected. Tim Berners-Lee used a Next computer for early web work. In 1986, Jobs bought a computer graphics group. It later became Pixar Animation Studios. Pixar released Toy Story in 1995. It was the first fully computer-animated feature film. Apple faced serious problems during the 1990s. It needed a modern operating system urgently. Apple purchased Next in 1996. Jobs returned to the company he founded. He became chief executive and simplified Apple's products. He introduced the iMac, iPod, iPhone, and iPad. Jobs died on October 5, 2011, aged 56. His work changed technology, music, films, and design. Steve Jobs helped make technology personal and beautiful. His ideas reshaped several major global industries. He also made mistakes and treated people harshly. His achievements do not erase those difficult truths. He lost the company that he helped create. He later returned and guided a remarkable recovery. His story shows that failure need not end a dream. Sometimes it becomes the beginning of something greater. So here is a question for you to think about. What could you create by combining imagination with careful work? If you enjoyed this story, please like this video. Share it with a friend who needs to hear it. And comment below with one lesson you will carry with you. Subscribe to English via AI for more real stories that help you learn English. One journey at a time. Keep learning, keep building.